we have is a number of local witnesses who can attest to the fact that he was holding a weapon. He refused to put the weapon down when told to do so, and he came to the policeman with a threatening manner.
With a paint gun?
Yes! But the officers had no way of knowing that it was a paint gun, or then it could have been a loaded weapon. I personally don't think we have any. I personally don't think we have a case with the courts.
So how do you want to handle this? You want to settle?
Hell no! Settle for what? Those officers were doing their job. They had no way of knowing that it was a loaded gun. Look, I think we should sue. After those officers were done, and they tried to interrogate them, some of them requested immediately for some psychological therapy in a hospital. For all I know, I think, as a matter of fact, I think we should sue the victim's estate to pay for the cost of the therapy. Hell, fair is fair.
Fair is fair?
Mm.
I see. Gee, Rich, you're even more ruthless than I gave you credit for.
I'm just good at doing my job.
Your job?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Why? Are you suggesting that we reward this idiot for getting himself shot? All he had to do was comply with the policeman's orders, and this man would be alive today.
Look, I'm certainly not suggesting that we reward this man. I just can't stop thinking about this incredible tragedy over a paint gun. There's been a lot of black men killed by accident lately. And I just can't justify this incredible loss of life over what seems to me to be an avoidable
I
accident.
don't think it's any easier for the cops themselves.
You're an awfully tough guy, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I'm not tough. Tough enough, I guess.
No, you are. You're tough. It's probably why you're such a good DA. It's probably why I'm attracted to you as well. I can be tough when I need to be. But in matters like this, even I have a rough time being as tough as you are.
Look, Andrea, sometimes you have to think that we're not all cut out for this kind of business. Sometimes we do have to make difficult decisions.
Do you care for me at all?
You know that I care very deeply for you. I'm really sorry that we broke up, and I want to come back to you. I do so in a heartbeat if I knew that that's what you wanted to do as well.
If you loved me half as much as you love your job, I wouldn't have left in the first place. You just never took as much time to learn about me as you do your clients.
Oh, that's an exaggeration.
Is it?
Yes.
How did my father die, Rich?
It was a vacation. You guys were all on a vacation, and something.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait,
if I was a client, you would have known every single detail about his death. That's the kind of attention you give your clients.
I remember now. You guys were on vacation. You were somewhere in New Mexico, and all of you were together.
We were in Arizona, Rich. We were in Arizona. We just arrived from Lebanon. My father was taking us on the first leg of a cross-country trip. Some cop pulled us over. He kept treating us like illegal aliens. We couldn't get our documents out of our baggage fast enough. He kept insisting we were Mexicans. My father, he's a diplomat. He didn't like the tone of this particular officer, and he said so in no uncertain terms. I guess the officer wasn't used to being stood up to. So he pushed my father. In the midst of this brutal display, my father made the mistake of reaching for his gun, for his wallet. And the officer reached for his gun. And he shot my father in front of my sister, my mother, and me. I guess you could say it really put a damper on our vacation.
No. Never told me the whole story.
I tried a million times. You're just so preoccupied with your work.
I'm sorry.
Yeah? That's what the officer said too.
Andrea, there's the officer in the shooting